Good morning, Divorcing Gracefully and Beyond sisters. Guess what day it is? It's Happy Thursday. We're starting the day, and here in New York, you guys might be getting sick of seeing me in my hat, but guys, it is nasty here in New York. The temperature is, it says 82 degrees, but it feels probably more like 102 degrees, and the humidity, you can cut it with a knife. So it is definitely a hat day today because the hair will probably be like 3,000 pieces outside the where it's supposed to be. Hi, Michelle. Good morning. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to Coffee Chat. And for those of you who may not know me, my name is Donna Rudowitz. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, as well as an expert relationship transformational coach. And really what my brilliance is and what I do best is I help you heal your soul fracture from divorce or a relationship breakup. I help you heal that soul fracture, reclaim your brilliance, fall in love with yourself first, because you are the most important piece of the puzzle. Everything emanates from you. The relationships you have with yourself, the relationships you have bringing in when you're ready to bring in that partner, with your family, with your children, with your coworkers, the income that you're experiencing, the level of friendship you're experiencing, they all emanate from you. So that's the most important work, right? Is healing ourselves. Now, if you're like me, when I was going through my divorce or even post-divorce, there were many pieces of my life that I had gotten together, right? I had good friends, I had good family. My work, I think I could have, there was always improvements I could have done at work, but for the most part, I was stable. I felt like I had that covered, but it was the relationship thing. It was the relationship with myself, and as well as looking to bring in a soulmate. And if that resonates with you, then you're in 100% the right place. And even if the other pieces of your puzzle aren't quite in place yet, that's okay too. You're in the right place. So what I wanted to talk to you today with today's coffee chat, and for today's purposes, we're going to be doing cucumber juice chat so I could get in my hydration. And by the way, the medical medium wrote the book, and he's a big believer in the juice of of celery. So if you want, go ahead and read that book and learn all about it, because it's quite interesting. So anyway, today's chat is all about direction. There's a saying that says, no one wants to be a wandering generability. And what I've learned over the course of my work in my own life, the course of working with thousands of women across the world, seeing my clients do the work, is the one differentiator between the people who are successful and the people who are struggle is the people who are successful have laser focus on the outcome that they're looking to achieve. And the people who struggle and who get there just a little longer later, or maybe even sometimes they take a lot of different roads, are the people who have splintered focus. And so I was having this conversation with a colleague of mine, and I am in the belief, and you may agree with me and you may not agree with me, and that's okay. I am in the belief that we could have everything it is that we want, but sometimes we just can't have it all at exactly the same time. So sometimes we do need to prioritize what is the most important thing that I want to bring into my life. Because you can heal the relationship with yourself. You could bring in a soulmate that you would like to spend the rest of your life with. You could heal relationships with family members. You could get that job or that promotion or that raise that you've been desiring. You could travel the world, invest in properties. You could do, and the list could go on and on and on, right? You could have every single thing on that list. However, if you try to go after every single one of those, you're not putting attention and focused energy on one of them, and what likely will happen is none of them will come to pass in the time frame that you would like them to come to pass. So what I would have you do today is sit down, and this is something that we don't often do. We do this with our children, we do this at work, we do this when we're planning out something that we need to do right at the office. We'll sit down and we'll think about every piece that needs to happen and everything that we want to get done. So today, take a cup of coffee, even a glass of wine, I love a nice glass of wine. Take your journal out, a pen, and sit down and just do what I consider to be wanderlusting. And wanderlusting is just taking the opportunity to remove all barriers of not enough time, not enough income, too short, too small, too old, too young, removing every single barrier and just making a list of the things that are most important for you to accomplish. There's no one looking over your shoulder. You do not have to explain this list to anybody. You do not have to defend this list to anybody. Get into your true self and allow yourself to let that pen write what it is that you would like. Would you like a lover and a soulmate and a person that when you go to bed at night, you could lean into him and you can melt into him while you're still being you during the day, and you could run that corporation, you could run that business, you could run that team, you could be as strong as you need to be, right? Like things like that. Write exactly what it is you want. And then I want you to take a step back and I want you to number in prioritized order the ones that are most important for you to do first. When I was in your space, I had 10 things, maybe even more. Maybe I had 50. I don't know. I have a lot of dreams. I have a lot of things that are very important for me to accomplish. But the most important thing, the number one thing on my list was to heal my soul fracture. And the number one thing on my list was to get rid of that toxic energy so I could wake up in the morning with a sense of peace. Because I knew when I get rid of the toxic energy and I'm waking up in the morning with a sense of peace and clarity, that is the wisdom, right? And that is the wisdom that I could gain so I could see where I'm going, and I will not be a wandering generability. It is something that I will not tolerate. I am focused. And when you start to implement this type of, what I would say, habit, you'll be amazed what you could achieve in a short period of time. Right here at Divorcing Gracefully and Beyond, we are only focused on you. We are only focused on getting into and eradicating the subconscious patterns, beliefs, behaviors that have been keeping you stuck and healing your soul fracture. That is our only and sole goal during the 12 weeks that you're working in the program. And that's why we get results in just 3 months, 12 weeks, right? It is amazing when you see the difference when you become focused on your goal. And this exercise gets to be fun. I want you to sort of, when you're writing this down, consider allowing yourself getting into the space like a little kid, saying, wow, this is all the things that I get to create in my life. Not that it's a hope or it's a gamble or I'm wishing for it. Everything on that list, you have the opportunity to bring into your life. And again, the number one piece of the puzzle is getting your vibrational frequency and your mindset in the right place. And when I tell you when that is in the right place, watch out, right? I wrote in Facebook the other day on one of my posts, there's a saying that says, watch out for a woman scorned. And I say, nah, I don't watch out for a woman scorned. Watch out for a woman who's done the work, because man, there's nothing that's going to stop you. And you will see like the impact that you'll have on your family. You get to be the model for your children, that even though you have been through divorce and the divorce has impacted the family, that doesn't mean it's your destiny. And you get to model to the kids what a great relationship is, whether that's they're 3 or they're 33. You don't have to worry about your kids calling you and being worried about you, and your friends worried about you, and talking about the same thing. And you know what? Friends and family, they want to do the right things by us. They want to help us. But I could tell you this for shit sure, they don't know how to help you. And they also become uncomfortable over a period of time of hearing you complain about the same things and the same things and the same things. So today, let's get out of complaining. Complaining is okay. We just don't want to buy a house on the street. Take our walk. And isn't that gorgeous? Look how beautiful. Look how gorgeous that is. This is how I start my day every day. I'm so blessed to live here. Let me see if I could turn it around. All right, guys. So, sending you off with love. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll see you later. Bye.